Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is December 3rd, 2019. This is a general love reading for the sign of Gemini. Because it's general, it can apply to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you're dealing with. Also, be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns that I'm using to describe them. You can interchange the roles within the reading. You might be represented by any one of the characters that shows up in the cards. You also might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. As always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach as many people as I can who need the message the most and who will benefit from the message. So we are going to get started. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles with my deck. For those of you new to my channel, this is Carmilla. She was squawking from the bedroom and wouldn't shut up, so I had to take her out for the video, otherwise she was just going to cause chaos and too much noise. So she insisted on co-starring today, and I'm gonna let her because I didn't have a choice. If you watch my channel before, you know that she can be naughty, but she's being pretty calm this morning, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, Gemini, I'm gonna give the cards a cut. We're gonna get started and see what's going on for you today, beginning of the month of December. Here we go. In your underlying energy, we're going to start with the 8 of Cups in reverse, paired with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. We have Knight of Swords in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the 4 of Cups. So it looks like in your underlying energy, you're stuck with some imbalance or feeling like something might be unfair. You may not know what to do in regards to the situation. So you might be wanting to let it go or leave it in the past. This may have been something that's been going on for a while, so it's something you maybe have become accustomed to, or it's just not as affecting you as much as it has in the past because you've just gotten used to the idea that this is the way things are. That there's no way to change things. This imbalance is there. Maybe you want to talk about this. Maybe you want to express your feelings. You might want to be communicating with somebody about this, but you're battling yourself, trying to keep yourself from talking about it so that you don't focus on it that much. Talking about it gives it more energy. See what else we got. Clarifying the 8 of Cups in reverse, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. And we have the 10 of Swords clarifying the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is in regards to an ending of a relationship. We have the Devil clarifying the Knight of Swords. 4 of Cups again, clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. Judgment, clarifying the 9 of Wands. Fool in reverse, clarifying the Page of Swords. 8 of Cups, again in reverse, clarifying the 2 of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, clarifying the 4 of Cups. So, let's see here. It looks like you're feeling stuck, or maybe returning to thinking about an end of a relationship, loss of a relationship, or a relationship that just didn't work out for you. It was imbalanced or something unfair about it. imbalanced or an unfair situation that has since ended. You may feel that the ending was harsh or it didn't end well. There may have been some nasty words passed back and forth. You know, done in the heat of anger. This feels like past energy. The actions taken during the ending of this relationship or what caused it to end was brutal, was unpleasant. I feel like you've kind of let that go or just decided to stop thinking about it. Maybe it feels like, you know, that might have been the norm or what you got used to in that relationship, so it wasn't something that you didn't expect. I feel like you're battling the idea that this was a justified ending, that this was the right thing. Should this relationship have ended the way it did? You may be cautious about starting something new with a new relationship, or maybe going back to this person to see if you can work things out. Maybe even catching up with them with a message, or wanting to touch base and see maybe if you can work things out, or at least communicate, maybe for some closure. Because I do feel like you keep going back to this. You're thinking about it a lot. But this person, I do feel like this person's energy is the King of Pentacles, Gemini. I don't feel like this is your energy that showed up on the table first. I feel like this is your person. There's something about you needing to let go of this person because this is just kind of who they are. Okay, you can't sit on my tea. That is not going to happen. That's fine if you want to be on the table, but you're not going to sit on my cup. Okay. Sorry about that, Gemini. So the King of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like this is your person's energy. This person feels like they may be lacking a sense of responsibility, or they weren't being very giving in this relationship. There was definite imbalance, inequality. They may have been harsh with their words. This person may have been a little selfish. The King of Pentacles in reverse can also be someone who's a little bit insecure, not feeling sure of themselves, not feeling like they can maybe not take care of themselves, let alone somebody else. So this person was not the strongest partner you could have chosen. And this can be anything from somebody who just lacks responsibility, doesn't want to give in a relationship, to just someone who's feeling insecure or incapable. But I feel like it's something that you became accustomed to, something you decided that you kind of had to expect from them because that's just who they were. That's their personality. And for some reason, you are stuck on going back to thinking about this relationship, trying to figure out why it was so imbalanced. You have the Eight of Cups twice on the table already in your underlying energy as well. So you're doing a lot of thinking about the end of this relationship. You may have wanted to walk away from this, leave it behind, kind of leave it in your past memories, but you keep coming back to thinking about how unfair things were, or maybe how unfair the actual ending of this relationship was. No. So there is a lot of, I feel like you're dwelling on it a bit. Or at least, you know, it keeps popping up into your head. You keep thinking about it. This may have been a recent ending. Again, I do feel like you want to let this go. I do feel like the ending, again, could have been harsh, could have been rough, could have been a nasty situation. But for some reason, you're battling the idea that this was you're struggling with the idea that this was the right decision. I feel like you made the decision to go, to walk. This person may be open to hearing from you, but I think you're very cautious about communication with them or opening the door to discuss the ending or the relationship itself, because maybe you're hesitant about letting them back in, or maybe they will make an assumption because you're communicating with them that there's an open door to start again. Something of that nature. Let's see what else we get for you, Gemini. So you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, both in your underlying energy. King of Wands. The Sun. Tower. Seven of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. And the King of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. Okay, so with King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles twice. So this feels like it could have possibly been a partnership, business arrangement, could have been a group endeavor, but I feel like the King of Pentacles and King of Swords in reverse is the same person. I feel like you might both be thinking about this relationship, or you both might be trying to decide if this was the right thing or not. You might be the King of Wands. I'm going to reserve the right to change my mind, Gemini, but I feel like you may have been the one who severed ties with this person or broke it off, and it may have been done in a harsh manner. And I feel like you might be questioning whether or not letting go of this person was the right thing. There's some lack of clarity, or maybe possibly some deceit, or just something unspoken that you keep thinking about. And this breakup of this partnership might be resulting in some kind of lost opportunity, or something that you missed out on because the relationship has ended. The relationship ended, and so did an opportunity. It could have been a financial opportunity, work situation, new job, new project, new adventure. I don't know that this King of Pentacles is talking to you right now. I feel like they might be kind of clammed up. You may have accused this person or talked to them about what you may have felt was a lack of responsibility, or not feeling like they were an equal partner in this situation. Someone that you thought that they would be, but they didn't turn out to be that person. This person may be feeling resentful or kind of holding a grudge. Maybe they ghosted you or decided that you were wrong in your assessment of them. I don't feel like this person thinks that they were lacking responsibility or not an equal partner. But there's a sense that you've left this relationship with the sense that this is who this person is. This person doesn't feel that way about themselves, and they might be holding on to those accusations, maybe feeling a little resentful. Again, I do feel like you are probably the King of Wands energy Gemini. And I do feel like you brought this relationship to an end, or you were the one who kind of pushed this forward to finish up this relationship, because there's a sense in your underlying energy that things weren't fair or right. But I do feel like you were a little harsh in your release of this relationship or this partnership. And I don't know that you've spoken all of the words that you need to explain why. You may have accused this person of not being responsible, fair, equal, an equal partner. But I believe there was something else that you weren't saying to this person that caused you to want to release them or let them go or end this relationship. There's this message about being cautious about contacting this person again or getting in touch with them, that somehow this might start things up again, or that you just don't want to revisit what has happened in the past or what was said or the actions that were taken. So we have the Two of Wands clarifying the Two of Cups, and the Hermit clarifying the Ten of Swords. So you are stuck on thinking about this ending. And trying to decide if it was the right thing or not. I do feel like this decision is weighing heavily on you. So Queen of Cups in reverse showed up on this King of Pentacles. This could be somebody else who was affected. Please don't bite me. This could be someone else who was affected by this relationship in a negative manner. This person, the Queen of Cups in reverse, could have been someone who was connected to this person that was causing problems within the relationship, or the fact that this relationship ended and is over has negatively affected this person because they're tied to this individual. This person may have lost a certain level of respect for the King of Pentacles. This could be a spouse or a friend of theirs. They might be disappointed in the King of Pentacles for having lost this partnership. I do feel like both of you are thinking about the relationship and going back to trying to work through what happened, what was going on in the end, at the end when you guys broke it off. Let me see what else I get here. This is my last round, and then I'll show you some of the cards. I'm trying to shorten my videos by not showing my cards as frequently, so I'm putting them all out first, and then I'm going to try to show them in groups at the end more so I can save on time. We'll see if it works out. I don't know if it's going to. Anyway, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse again, and your underlying energy, and the Moon. So some things were left unsaid for sure. There's some secrets. We have the Page of Swords again in the upright position. Page of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Seven of Wands again in the same set of cards. Four of Pentacles again, this time in the upright position. And Eight of Cups again in the reverse. So this one has shown up 3 times in the reverse. So there's definitely a lot of going back to what happened in the past, trying to rehash, trying to think about it, trying to decide if this was a justified decision. Hanging on to the idea that leaving this behind was the right thing, but both of you are going back and rethinking this. And you might be battling the idea of who's going to approach who. If there is going to be some kind of reconciliation or just going back to talk, to close things out, or to talk through things, try to decide, where to go from here or how to sever this once and for all, if this was a business agreement or partnership of some sort. Again, I do feel like there's more to be said and especially in regards to this person, because I do feel like in your underlying energy, again, he showed up in the reverse. So this is, you felt like this person wasn't doing their fair share in this partnership, but there's something else that's not being said or not being spoken, and there's a lack of clarity. I don't think that you feeling this person was irresponsible or not doing their fair share within the partnership, I don't think that's the only reason that this relationship ended. There's something else here. There's some unknowns, and honestly, it resulted in some kind of lost opportunity as well. But it's all because there's a sense that it wasn't equal give and take. There wasn't an equal give and take within the relationship. Someone may have been carrying more of a burden, but there's a lot of thought about this ending, kind of rehashing what happened, trying to figure out, was this the right decision? But not everything has been said. Now, when you spoke up, and again, I do feel like you're the King of Wands, Gemini. When you spoke up to rid yourself of this relationship, you were, based on what I'm seeing in the cards, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Your actions were harsh. They may have been, what's the word I'm trying to think of? You may have, they may have been spontaneous. In other words, you acted without thinking through what you wanted to say, and therefore it came out especially harsh to this person. You were bound and determined to just cut them out of your life then and there. Again, you were the one to deliver the blow, I believe, and it just wasn't well thought out. I don't feel like this is in your nature to be this abrupt, harsh, or ruthless, but that's how it came off to this person. And I think mostly they're feeling a little bit their ego is bruised, is what I'm trying to say. But, you're showing up as the King of Wands in the upright position. So this is not in your general nature. It probably came to a shock to this person when you did respond to them and communicate with them the way you did. I'm not sure that they're real clear on why you let this go. I think that you have been battling this for a long period of time. You probably had a lot in your mind in regards to this partnership or this relationship, whatever that looked like to you. But I don't know that you've been talking about it openly. I don't know that you've revealed all of the reasons why you felt this wasn't working out. And I think you tried to avoid breaking it off with this person for as long as you could, maybe thinking with time things will balance out or you'll be able to work things out. But the opposite happened, and as a result, you had no other choice but to release this person. But there's been things that haven't been said or haven't been completely, they haven't been cleared up the way they probably should have if you wanted to sever this relationship in the manner that I feel like both of you want. I feel like this person is dealing with some kind of aftermath. And they have the Eight of Cups in their energy twice. You have the Eight of Cups once in your energy. There's something about this person wanting to hang on or wanting to come back into this partnership or this relationship. They keep coming back to it because they think it's the right thing to do. They think that this was a mistake. I do feel like they want to communicate, but they're not sure if they can come forward. This King of Swords represents your King of Pentacles. This person wants to talk. They are dealing with some kind of aftermath from this relationship breaking up, and it's related to another person in their life. Again, this could be a spouse or a partner of theirs that is disappointed that things didn't work out between the two of you. Again, this could be a partnership in a work situation, a new business. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this person, this Queen of Cups, is maybe blaming this person for what happened because of your words and because of how things ended. And this King of Pentacles feels like he's trying to defend himself. Now, he did show up in the upright as well. So again, I feel like at least at the beginning of this relationship or during the relationship, you did feel like this person was very loyal, compassionate, hard worker, grounded, you know, had their feet on the ground, solid individual. And I do feel like this person's energy, again, they're showing up in the reverse twice and once in the upright. So I do feel like there is this conflicting, like maybe sometimes this person is like this, other times this person can be irresponsible or a lack of confidence, maybe a little insecure, maybe not able to take charge when they need to or do their fair share of work. There's some conflicting energy surrounding this person. They may be a little bit unpredictable, and maybe that had you feeling like you know you can't sustain this relationship with this, if it's, especially if it's like a business partnership or work situation, you can't sustain this relationship if there's a sense of this person being unpredictable and you being unable to rely on them consistently in that manner. But there are unresolved, unspoken issues that you're both dwelling on. So I do feel that the cards are indicating that there needs to be some kind of communication or some kind of closure. But I think this King of Pentacles is not speaking up because they feel it is your place to come forward if you want to communicate. You are, I think, are skeptical or feeling resistant to communicating with this person because you don't want them to think that you're opening the door to this relationship again, or don't want to give them false hope that you want to get involved with them again, because I do feel like you think that this is definitely something you want. The ending is something you need in order to move forward for yourself. But the cards do indicate that probably both of you are craving some kind of closure in some way, shape, or form, even if it is, you know, just kind of having some kind of neutral conversation where you can get everything out in the open and then either leave this behind or reconcile or whatever that looks like for you. And I feel like this person more so needs that because they've got someone hanging on their back saying, you really screwed this up, you really fucked things up, you need to fix this. You know, this Queen of Cups feels like this person feels like she is probably causing this King of Pentacles some grief surrounding this failure of this relationship, which again I feel like you brought about. So please don't bite me. You've been so good. So be good, okay? So I'm going to get a Dreams of Gaia Tarot card to finish up this reading for you, Gemini. See if we can't get something that will allow you to move forward or give you some advice for a next step or what action to take or whether to maybe open up and communicate a little bit with this person or offer some more information so that they can lay this to rest, or you can, or you know, whatever. Or you move away and go your separate ways, however that looks like for you. Let's see if we can't get something for Gemini for the end of this reading, Spirit. I only want one or two. I don't want 3 or 4. This one wants to come out. So we have Wisdom in reverse. Came out in reverse. That's what the card looks like. I have read this one in the past. Again, I'm still reading from the book. If you've been watching my channel, you know that these cards are I consider them new to me, and they're going to be new to me for quite some time because there's a lot of them and they have different meanings than traditional tarot. So I'm still working with the book. And I like the book. So once I get to know the cards, I might still use the book anyway. So I'm going to read this for you. I'll display the card, Gemini. I hope this gives you some additional clarity. Did you poop? Oh, she pooped on the rocking chair. Okay, I'm good with that. I can clean it up later. Okay, so wisdom. Let me see how long this is. It's not that long. It's about a half page. Okay, Gemini, here we go. Let's see if I can display that for you. The second of the 8 primary reasons for being is to acquire wisdom. While a person can have great knowledge, if they have no understanding, that knowledge will not make them wise. An individual may possess a great capability to retain facts and information, but lack the ability to truly process what they've learned. Some say wisdom cannot be learned from a book. It is something that is learned through experience. True wisdom is born of understanding our experiences. Wisdom stems from learning from one's successes and mistakes, one's trials and adventures, one's gains and losses. Wisdom is born of awareness and discernment that allows you to judge the best course of action. In most situations, wisdom is the application of knowledge, logic, and common sense. Wisdom is the synthesis of external information acquired via personal experiences and learning. It comes from using logic, emotion, and intuition to analyze and understand, to discern the truth, to grow in awareness, and then use that knowledge to find our place and purpose within the universe and to live a good and productive life. So this is a pretty general card and probably can apply to a lot of different situations. I think basically what this card is saying is that this experience in this relationship and the end of this relationship may be very challenging for you, but it is going to provide you what you need in order to move forward. It doesn't, in my opinion, this card does not indicate a direction you should go. Honestly, I think that that's going to be up to you, and it's going to be different for everybody. I do feel like the wisdom card in reverse. Did I read the potential blockage? I don't think I read the reverse, now that I'm thinking about it. I read the actual meaning of the card, not the blockage. Okay, here we go, Gemini. I'm going to read the blockage. That was the meaning of the card. Let's read the blockage. I forgot that it was in reverse. I'm sorry. This video is not going to be shorter. What can I say? All right, here we go. Potential blockage. We all have a side to our nature that is not pretty or kind, depending on one's perspective and point of view. We are all guilty of judging others, of being critical, of being selfish, and putting our own needs before the needs of others. We all possess the ability to be unkind, intolerant, and closed-minded. We have all had moments when we have been both dogmatic and bombastic. The wisdom card in reverse asks you to accept these moments and understand their necessity, or the loving necessity of the shadowy aspects of your nature. Otherwise, you will only see part of the lesson being offered. You will see minor details instead of the whole, and the whole truth is that if you stand in the light, you will cast a shadow. Without this recognition, you will find the journey toward wisdom a long and arduous one. Therefore, look to this reversal as presenting you with the opportunity to look within and question what you fear, hate, or condemn in others, and deny or condemn within yourself. The darker aspects of your nature can often be our greatest teachers, and while the truths revealed may sometimes be harsh and uncomfortable, they bring with them the power to heal and empower. Use this time to get to know those aspects of your nature that you may pretend not to have noticed and see them in the light. Know them, learn from them, see them change and become beautiful as your perspective shifts. They are all part of the divine and human being that is you. Well, again, I think it gives, kind of the same message. You just have to look within in your own personal situation, depending on what it is for you and this person, and decide what's best for you. And regardless of what happens, negative or positive, you're going to gain wisdom from it. You're going to gain experience, and in the long run, you can put that in your back pocket and benefit from it for the rest of your life. Because you can draw on this wisdom to help you with future experiences with relationships and situations that you're in. So I'm going to let that go here, Gemini. I hope that you gained something from this reading. I hope that it helped. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope I see you again sometime. Bye.